What happens to marital business debt in divorce? Imagine building a business together during your marriage, only to face a divorce that could change everything about how that business and its debts are handled. When couples decide to end their marriage, one big question often comes up. What happens to the debts tied to their shared business? In a divorce, all debts that were incurred during the marriage are generally considered part of the marital liabilities. This includes debts related to a business that was owned jointly or operated using marital funds. If the business was started before marriage but used marital assets or income to grow, the debts linked to it might also be classified as marital debts. Debts that were taken on before the marriage or after separation are usually seen as non-marital debts and are the responsibility of the spouse who incurred them. But when it comes to business debts, things can get a little more complicated. For example, if the business took out a loan during the marriage to expand or cover expenses, that loan is likely considered a marital debt. Even if only one spouse is listed as the borrower, both may be held responsible if the debt supported the marriage or was secured by marital assets. The court will look at whether the debt was for the benefit of the marriage or household. If it was, then both spouses might share responsibility for paying it off. The division of business debt is based on fairness, not necessarily splitting everything down the middle. Factors like each spouse's earning ability, the length of the marriage, and how the debt was incurred all come into play. Sometimes, one spouse might be ordered to pay a larger share of the debt, especially if they benefited more from the business or had a bigger role in incurring the debt. After the divorce, it's wise for spouses to work on removing their names from business debt accounts if possible, to avoid future liability. Large business debts can also influence how the business itself is valued and how property is divided. To make sure everything is handled properly, couples should gather detailed documentation of all business-related debts and how they connect to their marital finances. Working with a family law attorney experienced in business matters can help navigate the complexities of debt division. Sometimes, it means selling assets or restructuring business obligations to satisfy the debts. In the end, marital business debt is treated as a shared responsibility in divorce. It is divided based on fairness, taking into account the connection to the marriage and each spouse's financial situation. Being organized and seeking professional help can make this process smoother and fairer for everyone involved.